Hello dear students, in the previous class we discussed about old units, ancient people, how did they use the units and what is the need of a uniform measurement for us. And then we learned that meter is considered as the standard unit of distance or length. Now also we discussed that meter scale or measuring tapes are used to measure the distances between 2 points or two places. Okay, and then we also discussed about different units like centimeters, meters, kilometers, when to use it. Now today we are going to learn how to use the scale to measure it and what type of unit should be used, appropriate use of units. Now you see here, this is a scale. Okay, this is a small scale with 1 to 30 centimeter marked on it. You can see that the starting will be 0, it is not marked. Then you have 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter like that. Now after 2.5 centimeter, here on the opposite side there is a 1, big one. Okay, so we discussed about people used to measure using their thumb, inches. They see, my hand is not at all 1 inch, it is 2 less than an inch. Okay, so this distance is called 1 inch. And here this distance is, see here, if you observe carefully from here till this, it is 1 centimeter, which can be just I'll focus it and show you. This distance is 1 centimeter, which is divided into 10 small units called millimeter. So 10 millimeter makes 1 centimeter and 2.6 centimeter makes an inch. Okay, and then this way 100 centimeters will make 1 meter. Now if you have a scale, how to measure length between 2 points? I'll show you. If you have a line segment and if you are asked to measure this line segment, can you measure it like this? Once if you know how to measure, you can use this way also. But for beginners, it is not correct to use like that. Actually, what we should do, the starting point should be on 0. See here, this scale should be along the line, exactly along the line. You are able to see the scale and the line both. And you notice here, the point representing 0 is at the starting point and the ending point is also along with the scale. Now while measuring, you should not observe it from the side or anywhere, exactly from the top. Like this you should stand here, perpendicular to this. You should stand like this and see. This way you need to stand straight, you have to stand here and from there you need to measure. Okay, this is the correct way of measuring the distance between 2 points. Okay, and as you know, what is the length of it? This is 10.12 centimeters. It is, see here, 10.2 centimeters. Okay, so this is a measuring tape. And then measuring scale. Okay, now we discussed about the measuring scale. Okay, measuring scale was used to measure small distances up to 1 meter. Then again, curved surfaces we couldn't measure using meter scale. So they started using measuring tapes. Measuring tapes are of different length. You can have very long, 3 meter, 5 meter, 9 meter like that. You get different sized measuring tapes. And measuring tapes have an advantage is that you can measure straight length also and curved length also. You can measure using measuring tapes. Okay. Now while taking the measurement of any object, while you measure, you need to take some precautions. What are the precautions? Just now we discussed those points. We will just summarize. The first point is that the scale should be placed parallel to the side of the object. For example, if you are measuring this, what you have to do is the scale should be kept exactly parallel to this. Okay, if you are measuring this, you should keep the scale exactly parallel to it. Okay, can you see? See here, it is exactly parallel to it. And then one more thing, the starting point of these two should coincide. You cannot keep somewhere and measure it. See here, if this is the starting point, see, when you observe it from some other point, when the camera is not kept straight, you feel it is away. But I have kept it straight only. I'll show you again. See here, when I am keeping straight, so much of distance is seen here because we are observing it from a different angle. How to keep? This way it should be kept. Exactly from the starting point it should be kept. Okay, and then you see here this point should be exactly on 0. Okay, and it is along the line. The edge and the scale should be parallel to each other. It should touch with the object which we are measuring. Okay, and the next point is, while reading the scale, the eyes must place vertically above the scale mark. Now, if you observe it from this side or this side or this side, it will be difficult. Exactly from here you should measure. Okay, if you look straight, 90-degree angle, then only you will get the correct measurement. And if sometimes what happen in some scales, the 0 here it is like that, it is a very old scale, 0 is not seen. Okay, sometimes it will be broken, then you need to take care of that part. So you can start from 1 centimeter in that case, then total -1 you will have to do. Okay, so these are the precautions that you need to take while using a meter scale or any measuring instruments for measuring the length of things. Now, usually we start from 1 or mark from 1 centimeter, or sometimes what we do, we mark from in between, then you need to take care, or you can count it. For example, if you started from 10 and the length is, see here, I kept this lid, it is starting from 10 and till 14 it is. Okay, so 10 to 14 I should exactly count 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that you need to count it separately. But when you keep it on 1 or 0, it is directly you will get the answer as 4. Now for measuring the curved surfaces, when you are using the measuring tape for curved surfaces. For example, if you want to measure this length. So what we do is, we keep, I'll show you, I don't have measuring tape here, but I'll take a string and will show you how to do it. I have a string, just a minute. Here is a string. Okay, so what I can do is, see, I'll keep it here. If I have to measure this side, then what I'll do is, I'll keep it here and see, this point I need to hold it with the help of somebody. If I can't do it alone, I can also take the help of somebody. See here, hold it here, and exactly you take one round of the see here. Okay, it is moving out because it is slippery little bit. Okay, I got the exact measurement, and from where I got, I have to hold it, or you, with the help of some coloring objects, you can mark it and then straighten that and keep it on the scale and measure it. Okay, so it is little bigger one, so it comes to 27 or 28 centimeter. I'll take a small object and will show you. See, if I have to find this, what I did is I hold it here. Okay, see here, I holded it tightly here and I took it tightly from there and I got it here. So what I have to do is, without disturbing, take that distance and then using the scale, keep on the scale. Starting point should be on 0 and then straighten this string and see here. I'll show you here. It is 13.9 centimeter. So the circumference or this length is 13.9 centimeters. This is how you use a measuring tape to measure the curved surfaces. Okay, or a curved line can be measured using that. So today we discussed about the importance of measuring any length using the scale or measuring tape correctly, what are precautions to be taken while measuring it, and also we learned about different types of measuring devices or the devices used to measure distances. Okay, in the next class we will talk about various types of motion that takes place around us. That's all for today.